What's up, you guys? What's up? What is up, you guys? I wanted to come on and kind of give you guys a little update on I guess where we are, where my mindset is right now, and just an update in general about Bella. And so hold on one second. Okay, there we go. I'm not in the mood to really just show my face right now. But this morning has definitely been a different morning. First of all, happy Friday to those of you guys that are tuning in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you guys. I'm actually going to turn this on. Happy Friday to you guys. Today has been a pretty peaceful. It has had a pretty peaceful start to it. Blessings to you, Visha. I am about to go and get a morning workout in. I pray that you are doing well. I can say that as every single day has been going, I've just been feeling a little bit more well rested, if that makes sense. This morning was a bit of a different morning. If that makes sense. It was one of those mornings, like, you know how like when you're waiting for God or waiting for an answer, waiting for a door to open out, how it's going to turn out. It was one of those moments of, knowing that, okay, I have to call the vet today, but experiencing a little bit of fear with calling the vet, because it's like, in the process, you go through so many moments of having the rug pulled from under your feet that it oftentimes makes you a little bit timid in standing up or believing, having hope, having faith. And so that has kind of been like what I've been dealing with like today so far. It's just that fear of, is the rug gonna be pulled from under my feet? Because it's like a traumatic thing to like express your faith, to express your hope in God, to be vulnerable in that fact. I pray that I'm making sense, to be vulnerable in that fact, and for things not to go the opposite way of what you're believing, the opposite way of like what you hope for. And so that has just been kind of like the state of mind that like I've been in. Like, I hope that, I have faith that she's gonna be okay, but it's just that lingering thought of, what if it doesn't? And I think, on all of our faith journeys, that to a certain degree, like, we all experience that what if it doesn't, like, happen moment. And it was a moment God he's not really rebuking me or anything, because I believe, or I know that God like understands, like, when we've been in that type of predicament like so many times, he understands, like, the level of like fear that like lingers. He understands, like, the letdown. He knows that, like, when you get to that place of being so very like on the edge, like on thin ice, it's like God has a very like sensitive like way that like he approaches you. He's been very consoling, if that makes sense. Even as I was just kind of getting myself up, making sure my home is in order, the Lord was just pretty much saying, I know that you have a fear that the rug is going to be pulled from under your feet. Meaning, like, I know you have that fear lingering that, like, it's going to be some bad news. And he was very reassuring in the fact, like, it's not going to be it's not going to be pulled from under your feet. Although you've had the rug pulled so many times. And so it's kind of like we timidly approach the thing that God has us doing. We timidly approach the thing that like we're holding on for. We timidly approach, those things. And so, hey, Mrs. Etna. So that has kind of been like where I've been like emotionally. Like, I want to check in on my dog. Like, it took me like all of like an hour to finally work up the nerve to call them and say, how is my dog doing? Because it's just like, you have like a worst case scenario type of fear. And so I got the update on Big Girl. Big Girl is slight improvements, but, she's trying to, when they put her up to stand, she's trying to stand, but she's not yet able to stand on her own. She is holding herself up, her head up at least. When they sit her up, she's able to stay up. And so it's slight improvements. It is not a lot of improvements with Big Gov, but I'll take small improvements over no improvement at all. And so it's like I'm playing the waiting game. I pray that I'm making sense. I'm playing the waiting game. But I have so many things to appreciate. Even like the vet is like cognizant of like money, how much things cost. She's very cognizant. And so that's the update there. She's having a little bit of issues like with her bladder. And so they're going to put her on some type of like bladder medicine so that she can actually go to the restroom on her own, like urinate on her own. And so it's a lot, still, it has just been a lot. And so, as I was like really spending time with God, this morning, apart from him just telling me and encouraging me and consoling me, the thing that like I heard God say was, it won't always be this way. I'm going to say that again. The thing that I heard God say is, it won't always be this way. And I know like for me, like what God was meaning, like, sometimes when we're in a struggle for so long, when it is a struggle, like on every single, like God knows we get tired. Like he knows that like we have a certain like threshold as to like how much we're able to take. He knows those moments where it gets so hard, where like you don't even have to say you're about to give up. You just kind of feel like you just feel it. Like if something else happens, I'm just going to throw in the towel. And so I knew that when he was saying that to me, what he was simply saying is, it won't always be this tough. It won't always be this kind of struggle. And I know some of you guys that follow this ministry, although I'm going through what I'm going through, that there are some of you guys that are dealing with that same thing. Hey, Miss Allen, there are some of you guys that are dealing with, different struggles, yourself. And so, I want to tell you guys what the Lord told me. It won't always be this way. Your financial situation won't always be that type of situation. God knows the things that weigh on us, the living arrangements. It won't always be this way. And so, that is, really what the Lord, really told me this morning. And, it made me feel a little bit better, because it's like in those moments of God saying things like that, even though we feel like certain struggles are never going to end, like they are going to last a lifetime, it gave me a little bit of hope that, okay, it won't always be this way. The financial struggle, that I've been having, I'm like, Lord, I woke up with just like, Lord, I need gas. I'm not concerned about Bella. That's taken care of, but I need gas. I need X, Y, and Z. And so, that was kind of where I guess my frame of thought was today. And just, the Lord saying, it won't always be this way. It really encouraged me that God sees the condition of where I am. He sees the condition of how circumstances weigh on me. He sees, he sees. And so I'm just giving that same encouragement to those of you guys that need that on this morning. Your current struggle, even though, some of us feel like this thing has been lingering forever, like it ain't letting up. It seems like it ain't ever gonna get better. Like, it won't always be this way. And it's like, when you think about it, the only choice that we do have is to believe. The only choice, that we do have, is to believe. I could sit and just choose to say and choose to stay in a place of defeat. I could sit and choose to, allow fear to consume me. I could sit and, and just be mad because, like, God, I wasn't struggling in the last season, not like this. And look at where I am now. Like, it's a struggle for me to get gas. It's a struggle for me to get little things that I need. Like, I could sit and do that, but what good does it really do? What good does it really do me? I pray that I'm making sense. Like, what good is that really gonna do me? And I think, sometimes we all need that reminder, because it's so easy to sit and mope about what is wrong, what is pressuring you, what is, what you feel is oppressing you. But like, being that way, it only brings us to a hateful mindset. It makes us ungrateful. It makes us not able to like see God's hand in the little things as we go throughout each day. Like, that type of mindset only pulls us further and further away from God. And so it's like, when a person really like loves God, when they really like adore him, when it is something that is rooted within their hearts, within their souls. Like, it's like the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a position where you don't feel his presence. The last thing that you want to do is, things that he does do. That's the last thing. Hold on, you guys. Come on back. Okay, so we're good. It's like that is the last thing that, you really want to do. And so that's just been, where I've been, what I've been trying to do to keep myself afloat. I'm gonna have to get off of here. This pre-workout is kicking in. And so that's just kind of been, I've just been, trying to cling on as much as I can cling on. I've just been trying to be grateful for the things that God is doing, the way that he is choosing to move. And I've been trying to be receptive to the fact that God has a way of getting me, everything that I need. He has his own way of taking care of the things that I feel are my shortcomings. He has a way of dealing with the things that I feel that I need on a daily basis. And so I want to send that same encouragement, to you guys. I wish I had a great feel-good message, but this is the message on this morning. Have some hope, have some faith. Do whatever you have to do, what you have to do to, get out of a funk. May be different from what I do, but all I can do is share how I've been holding on, how I've been, clinging to God. And so that is it, you guys. That is the broadcast. My goal today is just simply to put gas in my car. And that is it. I'm going to try to actually get out of the house on today to kind of just clear my head and let that be it. And so that is it. To those of you guys that feel led to sow, you guys can sow. If you need to tithe, you guys know how to do that. And so that is it. If you need prayer, everything is in the description of this video. And so that is it. And so until next time, y'all, peace.